Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back, and welcome newcomers to the channel. This one looks like somebody played football with it. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I have count them, four brand new Kizers to share with you all today. Three of them are brand new models, and we're going to get right in it. We're going to do a quick unboxing, first impressions, and by the way, any of the knives you see today or on any of the videos, every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. Come there and hang out, and that's where you can ask any questions. You can ask for more size comparisons, what came with the knife, what kind of hardware is going on, what kind of blade steel, any questions you might have. And we have the knife cam. We do that too. And it's a lot of fun. Besides that, we have a pizza check. Mrs. Beez comes down, and we give away knives just like the one I'm getting ready to show you right now. That's not the reason for the live stream, but it sure is a fun addition. Are you ready for this? Ooh, this is the Kizer Huldra. Would you look at it? Just look at it and all of its Huldra-ness. Okay, now this is very different. I saw the pictures at one time. I haven't seen them in a little bit. But this is very different looking. Our blade is dissipated. Kind of looked like it's pouting its lower lip. Somebody growing up was like, if you pout your lip like that, a bird's going to poop on it. That's not the word they used either. So this is a titanium multi-deployment. Check that out. We have a front flipper. We have a regular flipper that's an inline flipper that doesn't stick out. No pocket pecker. And we have a thumb hole. But wait, there's more. Check it out. It has a fuller, and I have the feeling that's going to be a usable fuller for a reverse flick. Let's try it right now. Will it be a fail, or won't it be? Oh, yes. Look at that. Check that out. Now, that is a wicked-looking blade. That is a Wharncliffe if I ever saw a Wharncliffe. I think they had it listed as a reverse Tonto, but I would either call that a Wharncliffe or a K-tip. There's another fancy word for knives with this blade shape, but take a look at that. I mean, just soak it in. This blade steel, let's see if it says it. Huldra, hold the bus. It says it somewhere. Ah, there we go. S35VN blade steel, baby. And let's see, we have a very minimal amount of jimping on the top here. That jimping doesn't really serve a purpose. It's just kind of for looks. It doesn't really stop my finger. But wow, that is a wicked blade. Let's go from one end down to the other. It is a stonewash finish, and I do believe this is the only version right now. But you know that if this is a popular, oh, look at this. Look how clean. No screws on this side, on the show side, which means you don't have a reversible clip. Wait a minute. Nope, it's not reversible. I was wondering there just for a second, but no. And this is a frame lock, has a 3D milled. Is that a titanium clip? Yeah, I believe that's a titanium clip. And let's get a couple quick numbers before we check out the fit and finish and all that good stuff. This bad boy is 198 millimeters, 7.8 inches from tip to tip. It's 117 millimeters or 4.6 inches for your handle, and an 81 millimeter blade, baby, which is 3.2 inches. And how much does it weigh? I don't know. It feels pretty darn light. We might have to weigh it here real quick. Man, it does feel light. You know what? Let's weigh it real quick. And for some reason, I'm wondering, I can't remember. Did I ask you if you're having a wonderful day? Is it a fantastic day? Is that what I asked? I hopefully asked that because I always want to know if you're having a fantastic day. This bad boy comes in at 4.04 ounces. So for all this titanium and S35VN, it's coming in at 4 ounces. Now, before we get to before we get to flipping and flicking anymore, I'm going to give you a couple quick size comparisons. Here is the Spyderco Yojimbo, and then here is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Let me let you soak that in for a little bit. It's a full-size knife. It's not too small, not too large, and here's a couple more. And man, oh man, I'm excited. I have high hopes. I have high hopes for this one, just because whenever I get this stonewash like this in titanium, I'm not afraid to carry it. I'm not afraid to use it. I don't care about scratching it. It's just, you know, it's not waiting for that first scratch. I just don't really care. I almost throw it on the table just so it'll get its first scratch. This right here, you know what it is, baby. It's the QSP Penguin, because everybody should have a Penguin, right? And this is the CJRB Pyrite. So if you have one of those, if you know, you know. And here's two Kizers. How about this bad boy? The Kizer Drop Bear, and then here's one of the Mr. Fancy Pants Kizer Sheepdogs. That's a full-size sheepdog right there. So if you have a sheepdog or a drop bear, now you know. Now, I think we've already determined that the finish is really good on it. I like this. Let's get up here nice and close. Not that there's any texture vision, because there's no texture to be felt. It's smooth. What you see is what you get. It has, look, I already have my first little nick. Or that, you know, I'm not going to stand, or I'm not going to, I'm not going to just go on and on about how I like this finish. But man, when you get one of these, you want to use it. Well, some of my favorite knives that with the titanium with this finish, it just makes me want to use it. Now let's see. Left and right, up and down, no movement, which is very good, very nice, very, very nice. We have a good lockup, and how about our centering? It is centered, and boy, that is a very different look aesthetically. I'm just gonna say it kind of looks a little weird aesthetically when it's closed, just that big old lip sticking up like that. No, okay, let's see if that has to do with the ergos. First, reverse. Oh man, that reverse flick is wicked. I'm going to give you some acoustics with the reverse flick, and then we'll try the other methods. So I did notice I got a little bit of bounce out. Now let's try the back flipper. Boy, that comes flying out with the throw a tie. And the front flipper works equally as well, and a little bit of slow roll action. So the deployment is very nice. Let's see when we're shutting it here. So when you're just shutting it like normal and you're not giving it too much oomph like I was, it is shutting well. Can I swing it open? Actually, no, because my finger is touching the lock bar on the other side, or that frame lock, and it's keeping it from opening. So how about the ergos? My hand's 4 inches from here to here, 3.5 from here to here, and from the bottom of my palm to the tip of my middle finger is 7.25. And let's see. All right, so the ergos, giving it the Beez squeeze. Ergos are a little weird for me. So when I have my fingers in here like this dude is, my hand, when you close your hand, it naturally gets smaller back here, right? So they have this big hump out here, making my hand, this part right here is kind of digging into my pinky finger just a little bit. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Let's see. Holding it like this. Okay, that's better. Doing it in a push cut fashion, it does kind of make more sense. Now, if I'm holding it in this grip right here, a hammer grip, that's a little different. So this is going to be better for opening packages, everyday carry type stuff, and you know, anything utility. It's going to be superb with that edge. I like the fidget factor. I like how it flips. I like how it flips. Flicks. Don't flick your boogers. Don't know why I had to say that, but you know, sometimes I utter things that just come to mind. I like the ergonomics. I like, you know, I would say my only nitpicks really are the ergos for the most part. I mean, I like them, but then you don't have sharpening room, but this is a good thing. The plunge grind they have going straight, pretty much straight down. That is a plus when it comes to sharpening. So that I like. Now off camera, I just tried it in and out of my pocket, and I will say that this right here, I would say it's a nitpick. This little ramp down here needs more of a ramp. I'm wearing some medium-sized thickness pants that have medium-sized thickness pockets, and it just wanted to grab on my pocket and not go underneath. I had to tighten my pocket to get it to go over my pocket. This is a very tight clip. So that's something to take into consideration. If you're wearing jeans, your jeans are going to have to be able to grab the underside of that clip to get up under the clip. So that would be a slight nitpick. Everything else I pretty much like about it, other than it's just a little, you can feel these edges. These edges aren't softened. They're not softened. They're a little abrupt. So I would say this isn't a hard use knife unless you want something like the pocket clip. If I hold it like this and give it a squeeze like this, you can see what the pocket clip's doing right there. So it is a very aesthetically pleasing knife. It sounds good. The ergos, I think, could use a little work if you're going to be using this for harder use. Otherwise, your hand is definitely going to feel all of those edges. And I'm not sure why this hump comes out unless this right here could be the answer. Maybe that's because if you use it for some self-D, then maybe that is what that is for, to give you a better grip for that. So that's very possible. And it's nice that you can choke up. You can get up here closer, right up by the heel to do some cutting. So this is a very cool knife. This is the Kizer Huldra. You can ask me more questions about it on the live streams. You know, I have a couple little qualms, but it is very, very cool, and I will be carrying it. All right, let's check out the next one. Now this next one comes in an extra long box. It's Yaller. Who was it? Was that my mom that used to say, it's Yaller? Check it out. Now, I know there's a lot of fixed blade enthusiasts out there, and this one from the pictures I think is gonna look pretty cool. I think I'm gonna dig it just from the way it looks already. Here's the knife. You get a couple stickers, and then underneath, let's see what we have in here. We have a big piece of lanyard cord and the regular Kizer accoutrement. You get the little, what do you call that, microfiber cloth, and a very cool looking clip. So here's a look at your pocket clip, or what do you call that? Is that Kydex? Yeah, that feels like Kydex. This is going to be easy in and out, on and off of your belt. You don't have to take your belt off to put it on. I do like that design. I have quite a few different things that have that type of clip, and that is my preference for the most part. All right, let's get this knife out and check it out. I think it's going to look very cool. I think we're going to like the way it looks, and I'm glad I had the little guard on here so it didn't poke me. This is the Kizer Deckhand. Would you look at it? Just look at it. It is very cool. I like everything about the shape of this thing. Look at there, you go. Deckhand. Now this is a more budget knife from Kizer. This is D2 blade steel, as far as I know. Hope I don't get that incorrect. Oh, there you go. D2, duh. Let me wipe this blade off real quick. Now, if I'm going to carry a fixed blade, I think this is one I personally would be more apt to carry, because it's lightweight, it's not heavy. I like the blade shape. Let me get you up in here and take a look. I think there might be a black and green micarta, and it does have a sharpening choil. And here's a look at that micarta. This one, we can get a little bit of texture vision. There you go, little fella. It has that nice texture, that nice micarta. And it does have a lanyard hole, and it's a little flat chamfered on the edges. Let's see how it feels in my hand. Ooh, okay, now that's comfy. That is really comfy. Nothing digging in my hands. No sharp spots except for where it's supposed to be sharpened. I like this. Now this little guy, from tip to tip, is 161 millimeters, or 6.33 inches long. Your handle's 86 millimeters, 3.4 inches long, and your blade is 75 millimeters, 2.94 inches long. It is very lightweight. And by the way, if you want the specs for anything, there's a bunch more specs. It'll tell you how wide and how thick and all that kind of stuff, how girthy it is. I'll have links in the description and in the comment section where you can go check out all the knives that you see in the channel. And what do we have over here? Okay, we already saw that. So the ergos are good. They're very good. I like how it feels. It's a smaller hand. You know, I have large width hands. It's a smaller hand. It's a smaller knife, but it fits in my hand very nicely. Let's see how it goes in this sheath. Okay. All right. It has good retention, holds it very, very nicely. This is very cool. This definitely would be a fixed blade that I would be more apt to carry. And I'm not a big fixed blade carrier. Fixed blades are something I get kind of when I'm having fun, or if I'm actually going to do a task where I would need a fixed blade. But that is very nice. So that's the Deckhand. Let's check out the next one. Now this box feels just a little bit heavier than the last one. I cannot remember what this one is going to look like, and I don't. Now, by the way, something else you can do with Wharncliffe blades like this, you can use this to open boxes without damaging them, because you never know when I'm going to give something away, right? And let's see here. See what this bad boy looks like, if I can get it out of the box. Boy, there's nothing better than a nice, crispy Kizer box. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Vern? Okay, this one has stickers. Oh, that's right. This is the cool one that reminds me of the Militaw. I forgot about that. This one's going to be another cool one. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm ready to see this one. Okay, this is like everyday carry size, but it's a fixie. Ooh, let me wipe it off. Yes, now that is very cool. Now, if, you know, whenever a new knife comes out, people are like, I don't like this lock, I don't like that, I don't like the ergos. Or, oh, wow, look at that. I gotta grab my Kizer Militaw because they look like brothers. Check this out. Oh, yeah, and don't mind me, I use my knives a lot. So, Yeah, if you have a Kizer Militaw, this would be a perfect little, I don't know, a secondary carry to have on your belt. That is very cool. And this one's going to be more in the medium size range. So there's the QSP Penguin, and then here is the CJRB Pyrite. And some folks ask, why do you show those knives? Because these are very popular. A lot of people have them, and it's a good size reference. So it's smaller than the Penguin. The Penguin is a small to medium sized knife. This is not a big one at all. And where's the sheath? Let's see. And how's the ergos? You know what? I can actually get a 4-finger grip on this bad boy. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Get that over there, that over there. I'm good at getting a lot of stuff out. Let me, I want to jump all around. Okay, here you go. Here's a look at this side. It's a Styles design. It's the Smolt. This is 3V blade steel, baby. And you know what? Even though this is 3V blade steel, the price is impressive. It's like less than 70 doll hairs. And this is G10 with micarta inlay. That gives it an extra bit of fanciness, a little bit of Mr. Fancy Pants. So you get 3V blade steel, which is some really tough stuff. And the micro jimping's not too bad. Let's see if I can give you a little look-see. The micro jimping, I mean, it does a fairly good job. A little bit of a sharpening choil down here. This is a nice knife. And then you can't go wrong with the ergos. These are contoured scales. They kind of go woo, woo. They go around, and you do have a place to put a lanyard. That is very, very cool. And let's see what kind of, you push this. Oh, yeah. So you can appendix carry this. You can adjust this to carry it however you want. I like this case even better than the last one. And let's see what kind of retention we got. Oh, yeah. It's not going anywhere however you carry this. I think if I carried this, I would probably carry this appendix style like this. Oh yeah, that is very, very cool, and it is snapped in there with some very much so snappiness. I can't think of any words. So that is the Kizer Smol. Now, if you were curious, this bad boy from tip to tip is 165 millimeters, 6.5 inches long. It's a 91 millimeter, 3.6 inch handle, and your blade is 74 millimeters, 2.9 inches, and it's a drop point blade, and I like it. This is really cool. If I just saw this laying on the table, I would think I left the knife open because it looks like it's the size and the look of a folding pocket knife. So that is very cool. All right, we have one more. Let's get it. This is one that doesn't need an introduction, although I can zoom out just a little bit. It looks like somebody played kickball or used this for a pillow or a stepping stone. All the Kizers now, they all come with extra hardware, and this is the denim line. It comes with this denim pouch. You can put, it has hook and loop, so you can put all your little pouches all the way around it, and I'll probably give this pouch away. I might even give this knife away. I don't know how many of this particular one I've given away, but there's 2 new ones in the denim line. One of them is this dark jean micarta, and the other one is red. This is the Kizer Sheepdog. Would you look at it? Just look at it. I mean, this, okay, we got to get in there and get a little bit of texture vision. Does that not look good? I mean, that looks very nice. Now, texture-wise, it doesn't have a lot of feel to it. It's kind of smooth. It's rather smooth. But if you've been in the knife community for any length of time, you've seen sheepdogs. You know that there's 3 different sizes. You can get them with flippers, without flippers. You can get them with removable flippers. You can get it with thumb studs. You can get them with thumb holes. I don't know. I don't even know how many different versions. There's every color, shape, and size and variety you can imagine. Take it easy. Product denim. Love it. Does it say love it freely? Yeah, it does. Say love. And 154 cm blade steel has excellent micro jimping. Has a thin blade. It's thinner. It's a very strong blade, but you will be surprised if you haven't got a sheepdog yet. When you get one, they're just so comfortable. They're just so comfortable to use. They're easy, and you're easy on your hand, easy on your eyes. I love everything about the Sheepdog. I like all 3 sizes. Mrs. Beez, my wife, she really likes this one. She likes this one and the smaller one. The XL, she doesn't care for, but if you have extra large hands, you might want to get the XL. It's a big beefy boy. But I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this one because everyone has seen the Sheepdog. I hope so by now. It's 197 millimeters long, 7.74 inches, 84 millimeter blade, 3.3 inch blade. Love everything about the Sheepdog. It's one of the ones I got the first year I got into knives, and it was a gift to me by Top Dog himself, and that has been one of my coolest knives ever. I couldn't believe that I finally owned a Sheepdog. So there is the newest version of the Sheepdog. And then here, let me get it out of its sheath, is the Kizer Smolt. Then the Kizer Deckhand, and last but certainly not least, the Kizer Huldra, coming in with all the looks. Woo-hoo! Yeah, it does have some looky looks going on. You know, the Huldra, I was really excited about it. I wasn't sure, you know, how it was going to work, how it was going to feel. I do have, surprisingly enough, I do have a couple little nitpicks about it when it comes to ergos. These edges back here kind of dig into my hand a little bit. This pocket clip kind of digs into my hand just a little bit. But if you're not going to be doing hard cutting with it, I would say if you're a knife aficionado, what's the word? A knife enthusiast, you're really going to enjoy carrying this every day. And you talk about a super deep carry, none of this knife is going to stick out of your pocket. So if you like the looks of it, and if you like to flip and flick and fidget your knife, I'd say you might really, really like this one. It is very cool. It has a lot of cool factor. Just a couple little nitpicks there in the ergo department. So there you go. There's the new Kizer drops. I hope you enjoyed this. Come by the live stream. We'll talk about them. You can ask me some questions about this one, this one, this one, or this one. Now go watch this video. You're really going to enjoy that. And until I see you again in the chats or the live streams or the hive, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.